May all graces of all Buddhas, Maha Buddhas, Pacceka Buddhas, Maha Pacceka Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Maha Bodhisattvas, Arahants, Maha Arahants, all the great perfections, the grace of Luang Por Posi Surya Khemarato, all the Buddha seeds, all the embodiments of the Maha Buddhas and Maha Bodhisattvas, the grace of fathers and mothers of all lifetimes, please preside over. May we humbly declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations within the body and the mind, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, sound, smells, taste, touches and shapes, mental elements, sensual pleasures, enjoyment, happiness, and all types of dualities, goodness, badness, right, wrong, wholesomeness, unwholesomeness. May we humbly declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations in any state of mind and any state of spiritual attainment, in mindfulness, concentration, contemplations, special insights, meditative power, supernatural powers, authoritative powers that are not in the way of giving and ending itself. May we humbly declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations within relationships, from families, fathers, mothers, husbands, wives, sons and daughters, friends and relatives, enemies, ancestors, nations, countries, global connections. May we humbly declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations that we have had within lifestyles, attitudes in living, ideas, thoughts, recalls, memories, belief values, disbelief, belief or disbelief, and all types of values given to anything whatsoever. May we humbly declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations within anything, any matter, in the work which is just temporary existing of karmic payback. May we humbly declare removal and cancellation of all given values to desires, delusive attachments, and delusion to life. Let's move on with life beyond life, life without conditions. May we declare removal and cancellation of all types of commitments, promises, obligations, vows that are not aligned with the true essence of everything, which is not about anything. Nothing is in anything. May we humbly declare removal and cancellation of all curses, all types of mind powers that are used in the way of hurting and harming, black magic, vengeance, revenges, all the harbor thoughts to get back to someone, all types of minds that try to disturb others, try to involve, try trying and trying and trying for any purposes whatsoever. May we humbly ask for forgiveness and release all cases of karma towards all graces, all the rejection towards the words of the graces of the Buddhas in any lifetimes ago. Chasing all the great blessed fortunes one to be far away from the great perfections. Leading anyone to be far away from all graces. Having differentiation with one's own opinions and meanings towards the words of the graces of the Buddhas, the Arahants, the fully enlightened ones. May we humbly ask for forgiveness for all cases of karma towards one another by using one's own opinions and meanings, clashing with one's another. All the usage of black magic to hurt and harm one another. All the arguments towards one another. Quarrels and war. May we humbly ask for forgiveness for all fightings, quarrels, wars, arguments, with all the attempts to use one's opinions and meanings in everything, and has been emphasized for so long. May we humbly ask for forgiveness for all cases of karma to take advantage, to threaten anyone in order to get anything from them, putting anyone in limited places, in jails or prisons, chaining them or torture them in whatever ways physically, and all the karma of practicing anything in order to achieve and attain anything whatsoever, which is not the way that is aligned with the true essence of that which is not about anything. May we humbly ask for forgiveness and release all cases of karma from now on and forever. May everything be forgiven. Ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. Let's widely open, opening beyond opening. Use the reminders. Everything is from that which is not about attachment or non-attachment. Everything is from that which is not about grasping or non-grasping. Everything is from that which is not about relating or not relating, involving or not involving. Scatter these true essence far and wide, without targets or destinations, without being clear or unclear with anything whatsoever. Opening the channel of giving, giving the great compassion of nothingness. This is the infinite force that can purify and cleanse everything. often declare removal and cancellation of all the delusive usage of opinions and meanings. When the opinions and meanings are used in the way that they don't purify themselves, they become causes of karma, causes of suffering, and in itself is a delusive attachment. A delusive attachment called upathan. This is the karmic difficulties of the upathan to the opinions and meanings given, values given to viewpoints. They create war. They create all types of clashes among minds of all beings. They have been used in the form of, this is my truth, don't step in. This is a very firm, opinionated, and it is clashing. It creates clashes. It creates density of self. One self who has firm opinion in anything is only creating war to oneself. It is war and a wall which is thick that is blocking oneself to open towards the true essence, the original truth of everything, which is not about anything at all. Before assuming anything, there is nothing. No is not even no itself. Not even about attachment or non-attachment. Beyond anything, before anything that is assumed, there is no name. So your truth, my truth, or anyone's truth doesn't exist. Before such assumption, there is nothing. And this is the essence that we use to cleanse and purify all types of opinionated minds that exist in the samsara. That's why it becomes samsara. That's why they are in the 31, 32 realms of existence. From the hell realms to the Brahma realms, from hell to heavens, all included in the samsara with opinions. So please daily use declaration of cancellation of all delusive attachment to opinions and meanings and values, concepts, ideas, attitudes about anything whatsoever. So this kind of programming can be removed, can be faded, and have less density of self. That's how we remove self without trying to remove self. In other words, the so-called ego is fully there in the opinions. That's why the great compassion has to be given all the time. All the time. so that it can cleanse and purify all types of projecting minds, which is the creation of karma, the creation of samsara, the creation of one's personal world. My world, your world, is karmic world. No matter what world you are at, is no exception. It's called karma. It's not your truth or my truth or anyone's truth. That kind of truth doesn't exist. That kind of truth becomes one's personal truth, which is one's opinion, period. So please daily use declaration of cancellation of all delusive attachment to opinions, meanings, obligations, commitments, vows, concepts, ideas, etc. They are not helpful at all in this world, in this samsara. They create density of samsara. That is the suffering itself. That is all the frequencies that is happening right now, because it has been crystallized for so long, for eons of times, not just one lifetime or two. And you see the result at the moment, all the darkness. This is happening because of the dark karma. The bad karma is more than good karma. And even good karma is fixated to itself. Therefore, it cannot be good. It becomes dark as well. You can imagine. But that's what's happening at the moment because of full-on development in technologies, development in materials, full-on drowning and dwelling in this kind of thing. That's why karma cleanses karma. Don't try to correct anything. Let the karma pay back to itself. Instead, we open our giving channel of the great compassion of the infinite force to shine through all this darkness. In every bit that we move, while eating, while watering the plants, while doing our routine in the toilet, morning, evening, all day long, all night long, even sleeping. We help shining through all and everything in the samsara. Help without conditions. Help without discrimination, without giving names. That's why opening, beyond opening, scattering the essence, the true essence of that which is not about grasping or non-grasping, relating or not relating, attachments or non-attachments. Everything is bypassing itself, is unattached to itself naturally. That's the truth. It's not anyone's truth, but it's the truth, assumed called truth. This truth is not even the truth itself. It just assumed up to call it as truth right now, and that's it. It leaves no trace even now. So let's widely open as usual. Use the reminders, the key, that opening and scattering the great compassion of the infinite force to all and everything, all included, without giving names. No targets, no destinations. Let's open the palms. This opening channel of giving the infinite force will break through all types of soaking mind, drowning minds, projecting minds. It will clear all types of dwelling minds automatically. So let's move on together as such. So all and everything will be unwound all the same, automatically. Each time giving its time. Each time give it absolute cutting within the cutting itself. Before anything to be assumed cutting or not cutting, there is nothing. So let's move on together. Widely open, awakening beyond awakening, awakening in the way that there is nothing to say as names to anything whatsoever. Projecting out the true essence towards everything, because this cleanses itself. Therefore, it leaves no traces as karma or any types of frequencies. Yet it purifies all types of frequencies. And all density of opinions will be faded and faded and faded. And they will have no power somehow.